101.9 WLVB. It's 8:19. Good morning. I'm Roland Lajoie. And if it's Wednesday and it's the month of May, it must mean that it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And so over the last many years, we've invited folks from various aspects of work at Lamoille County Mental Health to stop in to talk about some of the programs that are being offered at Lamoille County Mental Health. And this morning we have Monique Reil, who is a mobile crisis team manager, and Julie Sullivan, who's an APRN, right, at Lamoille County Mental Health. So good morning. Good to have you both here. Monique, this is a return trip for you, right? So,
it is. So thanks for having us, Roland.
You're a pro at this, you know. So as a mobile crisis team manager, boy, that's a lot to think of. So what does that mean? What do you do at mental health?
So basically, we are a 24/7 crisis support line for all of Lamoille County. So anyone who needs some mental health support or is in mental health crisis, we are available to them.
Okay, all right. And I wish there are many services. And I have to say that even though we do this 5 weeks during the month of May, it doesn't cover everything that Lamoille County Mental Health does, but we do like to highlight them during this month of May. And we're dealing this morning with a program that it's called Zero Suicide, so which seems to be fairly self-explanatory, but talk about your role in this program.
So Zero Suicide is actually a national program that really focuses on suicide prevention and the goal of having zero suicides in a community. Vermont joined this initiative back in 2015 with mental health agencies in Burlington and St. Albans, and Lamoille County joined 2 years ago, back in 2016. So we've been doing this a couple years. We have a group of people that has representatives from all over our agency. We also have a mom who lost a son to suicide who's on our committee. So we've been planning on this and working on this for a couple of years now. We're pretty excited about the project.
Right. All right. Okay. I just want to bring Julie in for just a second as well. I'll let you go back and forth. Julie Sullivan, who's APRN with Lamoille County Mental Health. So what is your general role with mental health first, Julie?
Well, my general role at the agency is to provide psychiatric oversight for individuals who come in with mental health issues. I will assess them. I will put forward treatment recommendations. I'll potentially suggest either alternatives to medication or medication management, and I guide the team as to what we're thinking about the individual is struggling with, and try to build a plan to help support them and help move them forward.
Yeah, so your contribution with the Zero Suicide program is to assist with Monique and the rest of the team then?
Yes, we have a big team from folks all over the agency who are cooperating to try to build a really strong support system to reduce the incidence of suicide in our community.
Right.
And Lamoille County folks have long had many family members that have been touched by suicide.
Right, and it's just as it's probably even more devastating to the family that the person leaves behind, because there's so many questions that arise after that. Like, you know, what could I have done to prevent it? I mean, are those some of the things that you try to deal with as far as knowing the signs?
Well, absolutely. In our day-to-day work, we are constantly assessing individuals and how their level of safety is, but we need to get better at it. We need to, demystify the word suicide. We have to understand it. We have to understand what the warning signs are, how to prevent it, how to support people if they're having urges to self-harm. And so we have to ask a lot of very important questions, and we have to do it at the front end of our work instead of at the tail end. And so that's one of the changes that our agency is working towards, to bring that work forward and not be afraid to ask, and to ask every time, and to help the families understand, what they can be doing, and it's a big job.
Yeah, it is. And Monique, there are just no. I'll have Monique just slip in here now again. So there really is no there's no textbook, there's no 100% sure knowing signs of suicide. I mean, there's some, but you know, it's almost impossible to kind of get to be able to detect everything, isn't it?
Well, I would say it might be challenging to detect everything, but I think the importance of having a team of people, and the more people who are asking the question, I think that helps. There's a lot of people, not just who do mental health work, people in primary care and emergency rooms. We're all working towards getting better at asking the questions and then having more resources to offer people. So we're working on training staff to be able to offer, somebody is having thoughts of suicide. The only real safety net we had was hospitalization, and now we're looking at alternatives. There are new therapies that we can really target people with suicidality, and we can intervene sooner and get right on it, and sometimes people don't have to be hospitalized.
Right, and so the team kind of works. It works together in what way? How does it work as a team effort?
I think we do a lot of communication between our crisis team, our practitioners. Our goal is to get every single person at our agency comfortable with asking the question, are you having thoughts of suicide? Do you have a plan? Let me get you some help. And for everyone to feel confident that they know how to get people that help. Right,
exactly. And Julie, I guess if there's ever any kind of, if you have any kind of doubt about a person and their situation, I guess it's the best thing to do is to move forward and be aggressive about it, I would suppose then, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of warning signs that, you know, in mental health and in healthcare in general, that we look for when individuals are struggling with depression especially. We see changes in behavior, and we can see entirely new behaviors happening. And the thing that we encourage folks to really pay attention to out in the community is, you know, what is the individual talking about? Are they talking about killing themselves? Are they feeling hopeless? Are they having no reason to live? Are they expressing that? Are they feeling like they're a burden or that they're trapped? We also look at the behaviors. Are they withdrawing? Are they feeling like they're a failure? Are they looking aggressive? And these are signs that are pretty powerful signs that we'll often see. Our initiative really takes us in this place where we're training the whole agency right now to understand these signs and to be really paying attention and asking really key questions.
Right. Now, if there are folks out there that want to find out more about this program, it's called Zero Suicide. I know you've got, for folks who want to find out more, or maybe just, maybe Larry, but somebody, you know, a friend, neighbor, or family member that is in kind of a crisis mode, what's the information? How can we get the information out to them?
Well, folks will oftentimes reach out for Monique's team, which is the emergency services team. Do you want to tell people how to get in touch with you, Monique?
Okay, all right.
Sure. So during the daytime, there's generally at least one of us at our office. So Mondays through Thursday would be 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Call our office, which is 888-5026. After hours, we are dispatched through Copley Hospital. It's a really easy number to remember. It's all 8s. So it's 888-8888 that reaches the Copley switchboard, and you just ask them to page the mobile crisis team. We'll call you right back, and we'll get you help.
Great. And and then of course everything that you want to know about the program and everything else concerning Lamoille County mental health, you can find on your website too, I would imagine.
Right. And we're really hoping to engage all of our community partners so that we can be a community that's dedicated to preventing suicide and having zero suicide.
Right.
We also have a crisis text line in Vermont, and you text VT to this number. It's 741. 741.
Oh,
sorry.
there you go. 741.
Right.
Okay.
And we
good.
also have a national suicide prevention lifeline. It's 1-800-273-TALK.
Right.
TALK.
Right.
And there's a veterans crisis line also available.
Okay.
273-8255.
And all this information's on your website as well?
We'll have to check and see.
We'll
if we
check.
have all
But what
those.
is that? What your website? What is your website again at Lamoille County Mental Health? It is, I believe, it is Lamoille, isn't it?
Lamoille.org.
Lamoille.org. Okay, I thought that's what it was. Lamoille.org.
Yeah, we want to make sure people know there's always hope. You
Yeah.
are never alone, so
Right.
please reach out.
Right, and there's plenty of resources you've just given as well. So
Right,
good.
and
Great.
asking for help is the best place to start.
Better to
That's-
start. Better to be on top of it, because sometimes you'll wish that you'd done something. So best to act, even if it doesn't happen to be. It's better to act. Okay, Julie Sullivan and Monique Reil with us, Reil, this morning from Lamoille County Mental Health as part of Mental Health Awareness Month. Well, thanks for both of you coming in.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Roland.
93.9.